Hello students, how are you? Today we are going to see the example 4.9 to 4.11. Right? Let's start with the example 4.9. Hydrolysis of methyl acetate is in aqueous solution has been studied by the titrating the liberated acetic acid against sodium hydroxide. The concentration of the ester at different time is given below. Right, we have to study the hydrolysis of methyl acetate and the data for that is given here. We have to take observation at the 0 minute, after that 30 minute, after 60 minute and after 90 minute to inertia, right? And at the particular time the concentration of that methyl acetate is given 0.8500, 0 at 30 minutes 0.8004 and at 60 minutes 0.7538 and at 90 minutes 0.7096. Now we have to show that it follows a pseudo first order reaction as the concentration of water remains nearly constant is 55 mole per liter during the course of reaction. What is the value of Kds in this equation, right? And the rate equation is given in which rate equal to Kds the concentration of methyl acetate into concentration of water, right? Here you can see that two reactants are there, but during the reaction the concentration of water remain constant. Means a rate of reaction only depends on the concentration of methyl acetate. Alright, so we can say that easily it is a pseudo first order reaction because there are two reactants, but the rate of reaction depends on only the concentration of that particular methyl acetate, right? So the power is 1, so we can say that first order, but if we see it is a second order, right? So we can say that it is a pseudo first ऑर्डर रिएक्शन दिख नहीं रही है फर्स्ट ऑर्डर, लेकिन है कौन सी फर्स्ट ऑर्डर, एंड वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट एंड ऑल्सो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ दैट K dash. Okay, now for the pseudo first order reaction, the reaction should be first order with respect to the ester when H2O is constant, right? As we discussed that here the pseudo first order reaction होगी तो ये H2O की concentration constant होगी, तो ये जो हमारे रिएक्शन है सिर्फ किसके अकॉर्डिंग होगी, ये जो हमारा मिथाइल एसिटेट एस्टर है उसके अकॉर्डिंग होगी. द रेट कांस्टेंट K फॉर द pseudo first order reaction is, and for first order reaction the K will be K equal to 2.303 by T log initial concentration divided by remaining concentration, right? In our main formula we use R naught by R, right? But here the concentration given by the C, so we take that C naught by C, right? Where K equal to K dash into H2O concentration, right? Now we have to find out the K dash value, K value for the particular time, right? So for the first time duration, K1 will be 2.303 by T log C naught by C. Here the time is 30 because first reading we are taking at the 30 minute and initial concentration is 0.8500 and at the 30 minute the concentration of ester is 0.8004 which is given, right? So you divide that, you will get 1.0619. If you take the log for this term, you will get 0.0260 and if you multiply that, you will get 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 3 minute inverse, right? So we can say that at the 30 minute, the rate constant will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. And now here, the K2 for the minute at 30 second will be same formula, but we have to replace time equal to 60 minute and at the C we have to take a concentration at the 60 minute which is 0.7538. If you divide and take a log, you will get 0.05216 and if you simplify that, you will get K2 equal to 2.002 into 10 to the power minus 3 minute inverse, right? Here similarly, you can find the K3 for the time at the 90 minute and at the 90 minute the concentration of ester will be 0.7096 you have to divide that and have to take a log. You will get 0.07840, right? And if you simplify that, you will get 2.006 into 10 to the power minus 3 minute inverse. Here you can see that the value of K3, right, which is 2.006, value of K2 which is 2.002, and a value of K1 is 2.00, means it's near about 2.00 into 10 to the power minus 3 minute inverse. So we can say that it is a constant value, right? And if the value of K is constant, means the term K dash, K value is constant, means the K dash and H2O is also constant, because we suppose that K dash equal to H2O, right? So it can be seen that K dash H2O is constant and the equal to 2.00 into 10 to the power minus 3 minute inverse, right? Now from this we can say that it is a pseudo first order reaction, right? Because ये पूरी टर्म क्या हो रही है, कांस्टेंट हो रही है, मतलब ये जो H2O की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है वो चेंज नहीं हो रही है, मतलब हमारी जो रिएक्शन का रेट है इट्स डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ H2O. तो हमारी रिएक्शन का रेट सिर्फ किस पे डिपेंड करेगा, तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास था एस्टर की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन एंड H2O की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, ये पूरी टर्म तो क्या हो गई कांस्टेंट, मींस रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन ओनली डिपेंड ऑन द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ एस्टर. सो इट इज द pseudo first order reaction. Now in starting we suppose that K equal to K dash into H2O. From that we subtract the K dash and rearrange the formula, so you will get K dash equal to K by H2O. Now the value of K we already find out, which is 2.00 into 10 to the power minus 3, and concentration of water is given in the question, so replace that value. You will get K dash equal to 3.636 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole inverse liter minute inverse, right? ओके, होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. यहाँ पे आपको यूनिट अगर देखना हो तो कैसा आया, ये यहाँ पे मिनट इनवर्स था, राइट? के यूनिट इज मिनट इनवर्स एंड द यूनिट फॉर द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इज मोल पर लीटर. सो you will get a unit mole inverse liter minute inverse, right, for the K test. Now our next example 4.10. The rate constant of a reaction at 500 Kelvin and 700 Kelvin are 0.02 second inverse and 0.07 second inverse respectively. Calculate the values of EA and A, right? ये कांस्टेंट है और ये हमारी एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी है, उसकी वैल्यू हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है. एंड द गिवन डेटा इज द टेम्परेचर, टू टेम्परेचर, एंड फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर द वैल्यू ऑफ रेट कांस्टेंट. सो फर्स्ट write the given data. So T1 equal to 500 Kelvin, K1 is equal to 0.02 second inverse, T2 equal to 700 Kelvin, K2 is equal to 0.07 second inverse, and here we also use the R. So value of R is 8.314 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse, right? Here activation energy joule में है, एनर्जी की बात कर रहे हैं तो R की वैल्यू जूल वाली लेनी है, सही है. Now we having a formula which is derived from the Arrhenius equation, right, which is log K2 by K1 equal to EA 2.303 R T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2, right? We having all the values, so replace that values. K2 0.07 and K1 0.02. You have to take this division, so you will get log 3.5. Now here the value of R is 8.314 and replace the value also of the T2 and T1, right, respectively. So you will get this type of formula, right, term. Then a log of 3.5 will be 0.5440 and the multiplication of that whole denominator is 6701499.7, right? Here you have to subtract the activation energy and rearrange the formula. So you will get EA is equal to this term multiply by 0.544 divided by 200, right? So you will get activation energy is 18,228 joule, or we can say that 18.228 kilojoule. Now Also we have to find out the constant A. So for that you know that the Arrhenius equation, which is K equal to A e power minus EA by RT. Now here there is a E power something, so remove that E. You have to take log base E, means ln. You have to take ln log both of side. So you will get ln k equal to, here two terms are in multiplication, so the log will be applied with the addition of that two terms. So ln a plus यहाँ पे क्या होगा, ये जो पावर है e का बेस का वो आगे चला जाएगा, और ln is the nothing but log base e, so ln e will be 1. So you will get the formula ln equal to k ln k equal to minus ea by rt plus ln a. Now here we have to convert that ln into a log, so we have to multiply by 2.303. So you will get 2.303 log k equal to minus ea by rt plus 2.303 log a. So if you divide the whole term by the 2.303, you will get log k equal to minus ea divided by 2.303 RT plus log A. If you know that formula, you can directly use or you can derive by this, right? Now, if we take a K1, then temperature will be T1, right? Now, we want log A, so subtract that and rearrange the formula. You will get log K1 plus EA divided by 2.303 R T1. Now replace the values of K1, EA, which already we find the further, and also the value of R and T1, right? Here the log of 0.02 can be written as log 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. Log of 2 is 0.3010 and log of 10 minus 2 is minus 2. And the simplification of that whole term is 1.9039. If you add this term, you will get log A is equal to 0.20499. Now, you want A, so you have to take antilog both of sides. So, log and antilog will be cancelled out and you get A equal to antilog of 0.20499. If you see the antilog of that term, you will get A equal to 1.61, right? Thus, you can easily find the activation energy and constant A. Okay. Now, our last example of chapter number 4, which is 4.11. The question given is the first order rate constant for the decomposition of ethyl iodide by the reaction. Reaction is given that methyl iodide C2H5I decomposes to C2H4 ethyl and HI hydroiodide, right? Now, at 600 Kelvin is 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 5 second inverse. Its energy of activation is 209 kilojoule per mole. Calculate the rate constant of the reaction at 700 Kelvin, right? हमें क्या दिया गया है? It's the first order reaction of decomposition of ethyl iodide. Now, for the reaction at the 600 Kelvin, means the temperature is 600 Kelvin. The rate constant means K1 is given 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 5. Right? Now we have to find out the rate constant at the 700 Kelvin, means T2 is 700 Kelvin, and we have to find out K2, right, for this reaction. Also given is that the activation energy for this reaction is 209 kilojoule per mole, right? So convert that kilojoule into a joule, so you will get to 209 into 10 to the power 3 joule per mole. Now you know the from the Arrhenius equation, log K2 by K1 equal to EA 2.303 R1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Here you can write this term like this, log K2 minus K1 log K1, alright, because if the two terms are in division with the log, it will convert it in, we can give that separate log and they becomes in the subtraction, right? If there is a multiplication, then we have to do addition. If there is a division, then subtraction will come. Now the formula become that log K2 minus log K1 equal to EA 2.303 R into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Now here we want log K2, so subtract that and rearrange the formula. If you take this term to other side of equal to, this minus term converted into a plus. So log K1 plus EA divided by 2.303 R into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Here replace the value of K1, EA, R, T1 and T2. So you will get log 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 5. Here you have to take a log of 1.60, which is 0.2041, and the log of 10 to the power minus 5 will be a minus 5, right? And if you simplify that term, you will get 10915.4672, and if you simplify that term which is in bracket, you will get 100 divided by 600 and 700, right? By the subtraction of that two term, you will get minus 4.7958, and by the simplifying this term, whole term, you will get 2.5989, right? By the subtraction of that two term, you will get the log K2 equal to minus 2.197. Now we want the rate constant for second rate constant. So if we want K2, we have to take anti-log both the sides. So anti-log and log will be cancelled out. So only K2 will be remain on the left hand side, and at the right hand side the anti-log equal to minus 2.197. If you see the anti-log of minus 2.197, you will get K2 is equal to 6.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 second inverse. Hope you understand all the questions. If there is any query, you can write in a comment box and you can ask me. Okay, thank you.